Hello and welcome to Think About It, where we have two primary goals. The first is to get you to think about it, and the second is just to share with you a bit of a light bulb moment that I had a few seconds ago, because I've come to realize that we are actually living in what I'm calling the Jerry Springer era of politics. For a couple of decades now, somehow, the former mayor of Cincinnati has made for himself a pretty tidy fortune in the tens of millions by putting on an hour-long show of garbage every day that exploits and celebrates the dysfunction of others. The audience who watches that show, whether in the studio or at home, is made to kind of feel better about themselves for a little bit of time while they kind of voyeuristically watch the misery of whoever the guests happen to be on the day. It does nothing to change the lives of the people in the audience. It just makes them feel good that somebody else is more screwed up than they are. It's amazing to me how closely Washington's mindset these days is mirroring the Jerry Springer philosophy. We have a president who speaks so poorly of those who have just done well, have worked hard, created ideas, paid their taxes all along the way, and even, believe it or not, probably been generous and compassionate of their own volition as opposed to the forced charity that the government represents. And yet these people are labeled constantly as being evil. We have protesters sleeping on sidewalks all across the country who want to jail the bankers, kill the rich, shut down the corporations, etc., etc. Oh, forgive all of our debt and just basically let us live in mom's basement forever with a subsidy. We have a former Speaker of the House who says that basically these days that the Republicans and conservatives, for the most part, they just want to see women die in the streets. We have a president who says that if you don't pass my jobs bill, clearly you favor dirty water and dirty air. There's no intellectual content to any of the things they are saying. They're simply preying on the lowest common denominator. Quite often, by the way, found as a guest or in the audience at a Springer show. Here's my point. Are we going to allow ourselves to be so dumbed down and intellectually insulted that these things would actually work? I don't think so. I think the day and age of us looking around and saying, wow, I don't want to be the bad guy. I better give them everything I have because government can certainly spend my money better than I can. I think those days are over. What I don't understand is why so many people continue to fall for it, for class warfare, for the division of people along the lines of what they have, thinking that if I can simply take what you have, I'm going to feel a lot better. It doesn't work that way. There's a reason that we enjoy success. It's because it took hard work to get there. There's a reason that we choose to be charitable. It's because it's within our heart to act out of compassion and try to help those who are in need. It's vastly different than Washington looking at you and saying, you miserable scumbag, how dare you keep some of what you've earned from those of us in Washington who are incredibly smart and know much better than you how to spend it. My hope is that in the coming days, as the rhetoric heats up even more, you will refuse to be part of Jerry Springer politics.